Hey everyone, welcome back and happy Wednesday. All right, guys, well, we have a lot to talk about today, so keep on checking on the channel because there are many stories coming out. Now, you also know that tonight we have our Real Housewives of Orange County after party, which is actually really fun because it's the first time that we're getting to do one specifically for OC because well, 1 week, the first week, we had Vanderpump Rules. The second week, we were out of town, and now here we are. But with that, guys, we're back to talk a little bit about Vanderpump Rules as it's slowly dwindling out. So before we jump in, you know how this works. If you haven't already, go ahead, smash the like button, do all the YouTube things, and I say, let's jump right in.
It's time for all your binge-worthy pop culture news. Welcome to Up and Adam.
All right, guys. So we're not surprised about the bad blood that's obviously going on between the Toms at the moment. Jax Taylor has kind of revealed probably too much where the Toms most likely didn't want us to know certain things. So what Jax has said is that Tom Sandoval's business partners, including Tom Schwartz, no longer wants him to be a part of Schwartz and Sandy's. So that means you gotta go. But you really don't because he's an investor and he put money into it. So he can't just like get voted out of the company. But so they want him out of the company. And then recently, Tom Schwartz ended up doing Jackson Brittany's podcast. And he said that he's done with Sandoval. He's over Sandoval. He has to leave it behind. He felt like there were some vile things that Tom Sandoval did. And then after hearing Ariana's side of the story, he has a different perspective on the whole thing and that there's nothing that Tom Sandoval can say to defend his actions. That's where he's at now. Well, then TMZ caught up with Tom Sandoval and said, hey, what do you think about your best friend, your BFF, Tom Schwartz, shading you and saying, oh, he's done with Sandoval? And Sandoval corrected that as well. Now we have Page Six, who's also commenting on this. Okay. Tom Sandoval shaded his best friend, Tom Schwartz, after the latter said he was taking a break from the former amid scandal. Sandoval was singing Fountains of Wayne's hit song Stacy's Mom during his struggling cover band Tom Sandoval and the Most Extras concert in Fresno, California on Friday when he suddenly changed the lyrics. Schwartzy, do you remember when you had a lawn, a homeowner lawn? Your mom came out wearing just a Tom Tom hoodie and a thong? Sandoval was referring to the California home that Tom Schwartz also used to share with his ex-wife Katie Maloney before they sold it last summer amid their divorce. And people picked up on it, which of course they were going to, because even though he can say probably in this moment, oh, it was just a dig, it was just a joke. For Tom Sandoval right now, like a lot of his digs and his jokes aren't landing to begin with, like the cancer joke that he made on Howie Mandel's podcast, like the t-shirt joke that he made on the reunion floor. Like there's a lot of jokes that he's been having that haven't just really necessary. It's like you're not landing the plane, friend. You're not landing the plane. And this one obviously pissed off fans, so this wasn't landing the plane either. This is not the first time that Sandoval has changed the lyrics to Stacy's Mom. Last month, he discussed Raquel Levis, with whom he had a months-long affair, by singing, Short's mom has got it going on, so she's all I want, and I wait for so long. Schwartz, can't you see that Raquel is not for me? Clever. But the wannabe rock star's latest modification notably came just over a week after Schwartz publicly said that he felt used by his pal and business partner. Well, he felt used because he was totally dragged through the mud by giving a false narrative that he ran with because he's like, you know what? I trust you. We have Tom together about 2.5% each until we sold part of that 2.5%. So who even knows what they have at this point? But we both own little micro percentages of Tom, and now we own Shorts and Sandy's, and we're in business together. So why wouldn't I trust you? That would be the number one question. Well, I guess now you know. He made a big mess and he left it for us to clean up. That's what Tom Schwartz said on the June 7th episode of When Reality Hits with Jackson Brittany podcast. It's hard for me not to be resentful of him. I'm taking a break from Tom as of right now. Schwartz added that he felt like Sandoval exploited their friendship amid the latter's affair with Raquel and turned it into an unfortunate situation and Schwartz into an unfortunate confidant. I know Tom is itching to tell more of his side of the story, but when you have a full-blown affair, your side of the story becomes obsolete. He needs to lose the ego. He needs a change of heart, humility, and to say, I'm sorry. Not, I'm sorry, but. Yeah, a lot of people feel that way. Schwartz previously claimed that Sandoval first told him back in August, and we still to this day don't know if that's necessarily the timeline. But what we do know was, or is, Tom Sandoval and Tom Schwartz weren't the only ones who got wrapped up into this whole thing. When this was all coming out, immediately fans took to Reddit to go on and slam Brock Davies and all of a sudden allude to the fact that there had to have been some affair going on between Brock and Raquel, which I thought was the most ridiculous thing, especially being around Tom and Ariana. They were always kind of with their own friends and sometimes with each other. And no, I didn't see it going on, but I just like with Sheena and Brock, it's a little bit different. Like you see them in their family dynamic, you see them in their home, and you know it just would never ever happen. So then when you see the rumors come out on Reddit, this was after the whole temporary restraining order came out. And then people were going in saying, oh, well, what was going on potentially with Brock and Raquel? And then I thought that was stupid because I'm like, wait a minute. Now the girl's dealing with the temporary restraining order. And now you're trying to say that her husband potentially hooked up with her too. And Sheena even did a podcast addressing this, saying that, of course, well, I think she said this on Watch What Happens Live. Of course, I asked Brock about it. How shitty is that? Not that she asked Brock, but I'm saying that that this was even put out there. Hold on. Here we go. Brock Davies addressed the fire emoji he left in the comments section of a photo of Raquel on a recent episode of Sheena Shay's podcast. After a fan wrote into the show wanting to know why he did so, he explained himself, stating that while he felt Raquel looked hot in the unspecified photo, he also thought that she could use the support due to the hardships that she faced amid her romance with James Kennedy. She looked great in the photo. While the exact photo was not confirmed, apparently, they said that Brock had written, what, along with the series of fire emojis in a comment posted to the August 21st, 2022 photo below, which was taken at the Dreams Natura Resort and Spa in Mexico. I mean, I understand why he's explaining this because, of course, like, this is something that Sheena probably would have said anyways to Brock. Like, when you're on the show, everyone is going to watch every single thing that you do. So even when you're trying to be supportive or sometimes you're doing something that you think in the moment is right, it will get picked apart. But guys, I don't want to just give you this and not ask your opinions. I'm so curious what you think. So go ahead and comment below. Let us know what you think. And don't forget that tonight on Up and Adam Channel 2, we have our Real Housewives of Orange County after party. And I will be posting the link to that in the comment section of this video. I love you guys, and we'll see you in just a little bit. Bye.